Yo, what's going on, guys? The boss I can. Now, this is, I was just trying to think of the best moments of my school. And, there was a lot of good ones. Last year for 7th grade, we had, boys versus girl dodgeball. And that day was basically every me member, but that's a story for another time. So, as I was thinking about all this stuff, I'm listening to Scrubby's videos, getting an idea of, what to talk about. And all of a sudden, he's talking about Star Wars in one of his videos, and saying how all the boys were divided and stuff, into, Jedi and Sith, thinking they're actually Jedi and Sith. So it kind of reminded me of a time where me and my friends, and some of them were old friends, we're not like friends and we rarely talk, we're like split up in Avengers, and I was like, that's a good story, but, that one I don't really want to share right now. Then I remember it. The time where I suggested to my friends, let's have a Star War.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's...
The movies are pretty good, the originals are good. The prequels, as people say they're trash, they're not that trash, they're actually pretty cool, and I am biased on that. You can't tell me otherwise. Yes, some of the dialogue is stupid. I don't like sand, and I memed about it in my YTPs. But, the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens just felt, like A New Hope with a new coat of paint. Last Jedi could have done better. Rise of Skywalker, it was pretty good, but it wasn't like, the expectations that we had for the movie. It was good in its own way of not being trash. So, it was awesome in that way. And generally, most of the 2 sequel movies were actually fun. Not gonna lie. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, I was about, in 4th grade, so let me do a quick math. So, in 5th grade, I was 12, I think, or 6, yeah, I was about 11 years old when this happened, It was, like, I think a couple of weeks after, it was a month after my birthday. We were in June, and so we wanted to do something fun for the end of the year. But what could have it be? No, we're all now by 4th grade. I think The Force Awakens came out 4th grade. I don't know, in 2000. Again, I'm not good at math. Let me look it up real quick. So I hope you love Here, Mickey. When did Force Awakens come out? December 18th, 2015. So yeah, I was about, I think it was 4th grade. Unless, 5th grade. Oh god, no. Unless I'm wrong. Unless I can be wrong. Wait, no, it was actually... Wait, no, yeah, it was 4th grade. And so I was a little mischief, but I had good friends. I was a little weird kid. I'm not trying to say I was perfect. I was really weird. But then I suggested to my friends, if you had to choose in between, would you join the Rebellion or the Empire? Some of it was like, Resistance at first, right? And most of the kids in my grade were like, Empire. And some of the kids were, well, a lot of kids were just talking about Star Wars. So my friend Levi suggested... Well, no, I don't know who suggested it, but one of our friends suggested it, saying, hey, what if we can have a Star War? And everyone was hopping on that idea, because, it was, the end, it was, like, getting towards the end of the school year. It was June. I think we had, like, 3 weeks left. The teachers were super laid back, we didn't have a lot of work. We didn't have tests at all. They basically gave us, like, addition problems or something. They were just really laid back because they're like, it's getting at the end of the school year. We're little kids, so we're going to, want something. So they didn't have to do anything fun most of the end of the year because every kid in our grade wanted to do it, and wanted to be a part of this war. So, how it kind of works is that, I want to say this now, in elementary school, I don't know if you had this, but once you're in elementary school, you stick with your class. And we had specials block, which is kind of the enrichment, and we would have it with the same class. But, at recess, all the kids were putting together as recess would be. So, I kept talking to people, and most people were joining the Empire. But it really did feel like the rebellion in Star Wars, because we had a small little group, but we still pushed on. So it was getting it was the last day of the year. We were hyped to have this war, this final battle. Now, it was a half day. Everything was doing A-OK. I don't think it was like the last day. It was, yeah, it was the last day. And basically what our teacher, we're going to call her Miss Danning because it rhymes with her name. So Miss Danning totally does not have a name similar to that. Was always made us little paper airplane. We made our little paper airplanes and get to color them. So as we're doing this, I'm a Jedi, and my friend Levi's basically the big Sith of this empire. And so we're battling out. We're pretending we're on the Death Star. We start we don't hold anything. We just pretend to have lightsabers in hands. And actually, here's a fact about me. I'm actually good with swords. Because I do play pretend still. That sounds wrong, but being autistic and having ADHD, I need something to come out. And basically, you should be happy with that because that's how I come up with most of my stories. Do you want to know how the 212th was being planned? I just imagined it and played out the scenario like a good Republic soldier. And so I almost died, and then he was like, we were in the moment. It was like we were actually there, and I was on the floor. Our teachers were looking at us like we were crazy, but we knew what was going on, and he was like, join the Darkside, Koopa. Last name here, because I'm not going to say it, because I don't want you finding my address or me. It's on my old channel, but I don't really care anymore. She's like, join the Darkside, and I was like, I'm never joining you. And before he trashed me, Miss Danning was like, okay, class, time to come outside. So we were now in the space fight. We actually customized our airplanes to be Star Wars ships. I think someone did the Millennium Falcon, someone did an X-Wing. I did the LAAT gunship from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This was the best thing ever. We were hyped up for this moment. So we start throwing the paper airplanes. We start making the sounds and start just going at it. And it was like the best thing as a kid, You get to hang out with your friends and get to play pretend and get to be in a Star Wars battle. A battle for all ages. And let's just say, both sides came on top. And it was the end. The Empire took us down, but that was the funnest thing. And I tried to start it again in 5th grade, but no one was really doing it anymore. Because everyone's super chill. We just watched a little bit of the Lego movie. I just made one of my best friends laugh. Blaine, if you're watching this. Well, no, it wasn't that. It was like my other friend. I don't know how she feels about it, so I would call her Rose. And so, I had a lot of jokes that made her laugh, and I promised at the end of the year she will die of laughter. I definitely did that thing. Probably cops were calling it, okay? But yeah, it was just the greatest moment of all time. Also, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. I really did a bunch of other gameplay clips of me just playing other matches, so you wouldn't watch the same match. So, Big Brain me did the good thing. But yeah, it was a really good thing. It was just us being chats and stuff. It was just something really fun because, to be honest, we never got to do that anymore, In 6th grade, everyone stopped doing that type of stuff, and we just chilled and had a good time. It's so hard to imagine that, as a kid, you would be having a bunch of fights and stuff. Not real life fights, but just pretending to be your favorite hero. And being now in middle school, I'm just chill and hanging with my friends, talking about stuff and joking around. That's something I never did as a kid, and I didn't have a lot of good friends back. I really was naive as a kid. And actually, a lot of my bullies from elementary school are now my friends. A kid that pushed me and stuff and made fun of me is now a good friend. And a group that I thought were my friends at first. You know, they were mean, they were bullies, but now we're pretty tight. You know, we act and to be honest, I wouldn't blame them. I was pretty stupid and I was like naive and dumb. Still doesn't give you guys an excuse, but you know, I'm learn. But yeah, so if you want more of these types of videos where I share good moments about my childhood, hit that like button down below. And subscribe and comment what you liked about this video. Tell me. Also, I'm probably gonna put in a special thread in my Discord where you guys can tell me interesting stories about your life, and I might tell them on the channel. But yeah, with that note ending, I'm gonna end this episode here. So if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button down below, subscribe and comment. You know, you know, stories or comment. I like cheese if you want. Also, hit the notification bell so you are a signified chat and never miss a video. Also check out my Discord. You know, if you like and want to ask me questions, my DMs are always open. Check out my Twitter. I don't do a lot of stuff on there, but when I do, they're pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I might do Twitter polls and stuff. Also check out my Roblox group. All links will be in the description. We're pretty small right now. I want to get that number up. Please pay for our shirts though. Don't mind if they're furry stuff or not. Someone else owned the group and it was kind of a furry group, but you know, we're not that anymore. I keep the clothing there, so like, you know, I have people make clothes for me so I can get some of the payments, in which I just give myself some of the funds. But if we get a lot of money, I might give some stuff back to the community. Play favorite and friends, links will be in the description below, and I'll see you later. My name is Pasek and I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.